Good morning, my friends. Welcome to today's shave, which is brought to us by Fine Italian Citrus. This is one I haven't used in a spell. I keep getting orange noir, which is what we call it, orange dirt. And so this one had sat kind of unused for a while. I have obviously used it before because the logo is gone. And oh, it's loose in my hand. Did you notice that? Well, what happened was, let me open this tin. I saw this sitting there, and the inside of the tin, see all that corrosion? It had rusted in there real bad. So I cleaned the puck up, and then I painted the inside of this with the product called POR 15. It's an automotive product to encapsulate the rust. Well, I was reaching for something else, knocked this off, and I heard it rattle around in there, and there was some discoloration still on the puck. So I thought to myself, you need to use that. There's nothing else to kind of get all the discoloration off the puck. And I'm going to use what I'll call the spider technique of lathering. And this is one that my friend Spider used on a puck of Williams soap. Made it last over a year, which is just insane. For a couple of reasons. A, how could it possibly last that long? And B, how can you do that without losing your mind? So what he does, he wets his face, and he just wipe the puck. It's a dry puck. You wipe it on your face to kind of whiskers to abrade the product. Then I'll put it back in the tin. I commandeered the tin from another soap, and just going to use it for this now. The other soap went into my clown puck, and then just a wet brush, and see what he did. It'll take a little bit for the brush to pick up that soap, but see how it is doing its thing. Using this technique, I can see where it would not use a lot of soap and would make it last for a very long time. I'm sure, I don't know if this is a known technique for soaps. Well, I know it's similar to what you would use for the shave stick. I had just never seen it used on taking a puck of soap and doing that. Our razor today it's an AL13 with a Wizamet blade, and we all know how good these AL13s are. They're pretty excellent. Very mild razor. It does the job. The blade is very securely affixed in this one, so it doesn't flex much, and so it cuts a lot off, but not very much blade exposure over the cap there. So you just got a little bit. Find another one. It's a Ball End Tech. This is much more, well, it's hard to see. See that? There's that one, and see how much, almost half the exposure. Does a pretty good job. I'm glad I picked one up. And if anyone were to ask me what a good modern production razor to get started with, or even just to add to your collection, inexpensive and does a good job, I would probably point them in this direction. The best part about this razor, it's blue. As the cool water shave, unseasonably warm temperatures made me want to stay inside. Using cool water kind of stands the whiskers up, and theory goes that that would encourage a good shave. So you have the traditional barber technique of using hot towels and hot lather to soften your beard up and makes it easier to sever. Cold water toughens your face up a little bit, stands the whiskers up, tries to close the pores so that they're held firmly in place so that the razor can come along and shear them off. I don't know which is better. I like it in the summertime, in the sense I'm heating myself up any more than I have to when it's hot outside. Now here in Ohio, it doesn't get as hot, say, as in Tucson or Phoenix. It's hot though, because we get hot, miserable, sticky kind of heat. I was gonna have a shirt made like that. It says, sure, it's hot, but it's a hot, sticky, miserable heat. Reminiscent of what you would think of Delta region, down in Mississippi or something. Just it's humid. You can see the air. The soap is wonderfully slick, and because I'm moving quick and the water isn't evaporating, I can do almost an entire pass, just stroke along here. And now when the water starts to dry off, it starts to grab on the razor, but you can just kind of rub a little water on there and you can continue to give yourself to business. So that's a good thing about the old Formula Fine and the new one. I have a puck of the new Fine. I just haven't used it but once, so I'll probably go back and use it some more just to do some more experiments. And that was probably about the equivalent of about 5 or 6 passes, because I just kind of was going over every trouble spot. Alum shows no irritation at all. So we're good there. And we'll hit ourselves up with the CBLs. Let's see. And then the aftershave that goes with this is, the fine Italian citrus, which is wonderful fine stuff. A little bit more citrus forward, I guess. I don't know. It's very similar to Orange Noir, or kind of similar, I guess. Because once it sits on my face a little longer, it kind of evolves. Wonderful soap. Let me give myself a little talc. Poof poof in a black shirt. That's a great idea, Rich. Mm-hmm. So there we have it. A fine Italian citrus using a Henson AL13. Today's brush is a Takichi Hive brush. This is a great synthetic brush. I like them very much. I only have the one. I like it. I'm Major Rich, and you will find me at theshavingcutter.com. You're finding me on my webpage, safetycatstudios.com. And you've made it this far, do me a great favor and just hit the like button. I don't really care if you, I'd like it if you subscribe, but likes are really kind of what I like to see. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.